And talk to y'all in a little bit. I ain't got no questions.
Questions for Derek? So there's been a few changes on the offense since we talked to you last. Just I guess first of all, what are your impressions early on of the new receiver core that you're going to be working with, and just generally, especially having Antonio Brown?
Yeah, a lot of new faces, right? It's crazy what 12 months does, right? Whole new group, new challenge of getting on the same page and things like that. But one thing I've seen about this group is they work crazy hard. A lot of people say they do, but these guys, like they're texting me saying, "Hey, I'm in town. Let's go." Like, I'll get off my couch, I'll bring my kids, and we'll go throw. It's nice. It's nice to see how hard they want to work and how great they want to be. Obviously every quarterback wants to do that, but to have wideouts reaching out saying, "Man, let's go do this," it's pretty cool. And hitting them up saying, "Hey, man, I'm going to be in town. You want to throw this day?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, I'll be there." And literally they're taking flights the next day to get there. It's like it means something to them. So to have that, we all understood that we had to get on the same page. All the guys, we all got together. We all threw, and we understood we had some making up to do. But I think we've hit a good stride, and we got a little ways to go. But it was definitely nice to not only get really good players, but guys that want it that bad.
How do you build rapport with so many guys in one off season to get this thing to where it needs to be come week one?
Well, the cool thing, about it is the way we meet. We always meet together, and other places, and what it's an open dialogue. People are talking, coaches talking. We're having a conversation, and what that does is it gives you those extra 3 or 4 hours, whatever the meetings are under the PA rules. It gives you those extra time to hear each other's voice, hear each other's thoughts, whereas usually you just separate and you're by your position, and then you meet up on the field, and that's not the case here. And it's really helped things go along faster, but really just spending time together, getting to know each other. With Jordy, it was playing golf. With Amari, it was playing some pool basketball, going to play real basketball. A whole bunch of different things. With these guys, they're coming to the house, coming to kids' birthday parties. They're coming to hang out just randomly, not even doing anything, So, it's different for every person, but, just making sure we're spending time together and helping build our team.
Think back a year to when you were standing in front of a mirror trying to learn the offense and recite it,
Ooh.
and then take it out to the field 1 year ago and where you are now. Kind of exactly how far you come.
I thought then I felt good, like, oh, yeah, I got this. And standing here now, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm like another planet, and it's nice. It's the second time in my career where I'm getting to say the same things, back to back. And that, honestly, I'm not saying that for any other reason, but to say it's really nice, to look at those guys that have had really long, successful careers, being in that same system. You're saying the same things. I'm correcting things and talking about things with Coach Gruden that other guys are like, hold on, what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm talking about the Broncos coming up in week 1, not just OTA number 1. And it's really nice to be able to have those conversations because I'm not going in there, like I was telling you guys, I'm literally learning it and going out 30 minutes later and trying to do it at the best of my ability the way Coach wants it. Now I got a whole year, whole off season, phase 1, phase 2 under my belt. Now I'm going into this like, oh yeah, I got this, and it's kind of, to say it the best way, it's just kind of nice. It's not comforting in any way, but it's nice to know I'm speaking the same language. I don't have to learn a new set of terminology. And more importantly, I know Coach Gruden the way he thinks now. I've played a season with him to where I know what he expects on this down and distance. And this, when he calls a certain play, I know what he wants me to look for. And if it's not there, get to this. I'm already a step ahead with that. I checked the play today, and he just sitting back there laughing like we haven't even talked about it yet. But we're on that same page already. It's kind of nice.
When you guys get Antonio back in March, do you spend time looking at his old film to see what he likes, how much time do you spend on that?
Yeah.
What's that process like, getting to know the receiver that way?
Man, for me, it's just for me personally. You look at any receiver that comes in, like when Crab came in, I look back at his Niner stuff. Like, man, what are the things he liked? What are the things that he did at the top of routes? What are the things, so I can start visualizing that in my, I'm big in visualization, and like that is huge, and seeing like how someone breaks on a route, because half the time you only get a split second where you see them break. You don't get to see the whole picture, and I'm throwing behind a mass of bodies, and I just have to know that's where the ball's supposed to be. And getting used to that. And same thing with AB and Tyrell and JJ and Ryan, all these guys in Renfro. Although I didn't watch any Clemson tape, forgive me for not watching college. It's a little slower nowadays to me. But watching these guys run these routes and watching how they break, you definitely take a look at it. And especially with AB, like the success that him and Ben had. I mean, you'd be silly not to see what they did. I'd be a fool to say, no, let's do it our way. No, let me see what y'all did good, because we can do the same things here. You're just wearing a different color.
What are your impressions of?
Shot with Tyrell, just to have a guy with that skill set,
Whew.
and once you get that trust, what's it like adding his dimension to?
Yeah, I mean, contrary to popular belief, I like throwing it down the field, Scott. We're pretty good at it here, and so to be able to do that today, I do that to mess with you guys. But we had fun, man. It's good to see a guy that big. He reminds me of Andre Holmes, that big, that fast. I can't remember how many times him and Johnny Holton, I just chuck it deep to him and they just be faster than everybody else. And it's kind of nice having something like that where he can run these routes and set people up, and he knows he's a technician also. He's just not a big raw body. To be able to hit those deep shots, it's the only thing it's going to do is help our running backs. It's going to help our offensive line. And so, it's nice to have someone with that skill set, and then, to be able to have multiple guys that can do that. I mean, there's no doubt about it. We've added a lot of speed in that room, and it's going to be fun. It's fun for a quarterback.
What are your impressions of Darren?
It is coming into his second season. How have you seen him develop? What do you like out of him?
Man, he's huge. Y'all saw him. I don't know if he's gained 30 pounds or what, and he looks great. Not being weird, but the man looks like he's ready. He's worked his tail off, and I knew that about him all season. When he was playing early in the season, he was locking some people up, and then when he got hurt, he never missed a practice, never missed a rep in practice. If coach said he got to get out, he's like, no, coach, I'm good. I knew right then and there, man, this guy's going to do whatever it takes to come in next year and be better. And I've seen nothing but that from him. Someone that just gritty. He's super quiet, so y'all don't get to see that side of him. But I've seen him grit his teeth and really bear down in certain situations where I've seen other people cowered away, to be honest with you. And he hasn't shown that, not even close. And to see him come in, how big and strong he is in the weight room, and how much it meant to him, it was really cool to see, because it confirmed everything I believed about him.
Derek, your thoughts on Keelan Doss?
Yeah, I think Keelan's going to be a good player. Obviously, he's a rookie, right? He's got a long way to go. But just watching him, you can tell the kid, he works his tail off, and it means something to him. We've had other guys come in here. I've seen undrafted free agents all the time come in here, and they're just like, man, I'm in the NFL. They're posting pictures of them jogging in a jersey and things like that, but they don't really like football. They don't really care. They're just trying to, I guess, show that they have a little influence, show that they're a professional football player when really they haven't made the team yet. They're not, and he is not that at all. He is someone, man, he doesn't want this to just be a one-time stop, man. He wants to make a career out of this. And hopefully, man, he works his tail off and he does make a career out of it. But that's just the initial reaction I've gotten from him, that it means something to him. And you can win with that.
What are your impressions of Darren Waller?
Oh, my. Waller, he's super slow. He's I don't know if we're going to use him much, but Waller, he's worked his tail off. He's got him and our tight ends have big shoes to fill, right? Jared Cook, shout out to you, Jared. Love you, bro. Thanks for the clothes. But they all got big shoes to fill. I mean, we threw the ball a lot to Jared, and obviously we had injuries at wideout and things like that, so we had to in certain situations. But Jared made a whole bunch of big plays, and Darren has the skill set, he has the want to, he has the aggression to do it. Now he has to just go do it. And so I'm really excited about him. Darren Waller is super, super fast, if I'm being real, and he works his tail off. He's very smart, and I can check a play within 2 seconds of the play clock being out, and he'll be on it and run the right thing. He's super fun to be around. He's a great guy. So, I think I can say that about pretty much everyone on our team. We really have a lot of great guys, and it's fun to be around.
There's people with national profiles that around draft time were openly speculating that the Raiders were going to draft a quarterback.
No doubt.
Never got to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Did it amuse you? Did it bother you? How did you? What was your reaction?
Honestly, it got annoying after a while, because I'm like literally they don't have nothing else to talk about, and I didn't help the situation. trying to challenge people to fights. But to be honest with you, I shouldn't have said nothing. But to be honest with you, it was like, man, the owner, the GM, the head coach, and the quarterback. I don't know about other places, but here, we're all on the same page. I talk to all three of those guys all the time. They tell me good, bad, and ugly. Like, we are always on the same page because that's what our team needs. That's what the good organizations do. And so from the beginning, I'll say it this way, man. Met with all of them, talked with all of them. When I watched the draft, there was like negative 47% chance that they were going to draft somebody in my mind. Like it would just. Sorry, I mean, I'm not trying to. Hopefully, those guys didn't have their hopes up, but it wasn't going to happen. And they pretty much said that literally every time it even came up, if it even came up. And we're not just planning for this year. I mean, I'm honestly going to be here a long time, and so I hope that's okay with you guys. But you got to get used to me.
So, but now it starts. Are you going to be the guy to go to Vegas?
Yeah, no doubt, right? Yeah. Here we go again. Yeah, let's just get through this year first, and then we'll play that game again. And I'll probably have some more fun with it. But I'm not going anywhere. This is my team, and it will be for the next however long I want to play.
Your offensive line obviously could have been better last year. Colton was saying just how noticeably bigger. They look obviously all offensive lines are big. How much do you feel that unit has made a leap this offseason with Trent and Nick Colton getting a little bigger and stronger?
They're definitely bigger and stronger. A guy we haven't even talked about, Brandon Parker. Man, he came in. I think he was living with Gabe, so he's getting that country strength. Gabe eats a lot, so I know Brandon was eating good, and all of those things. But all of those guys, I mean, I think they kind of took it personal. They understand that there was injuries. They understand, man, there was a couple plays, man, I actually should have threw the ball away. But that number to them, it just eats at them. They're prideful guys. They don't want me getting touched. Again, against what everybody thinks, they actually like me. We get along. They don't like me getting hit. So that's another thing where these guys came in and you saw like something that was going on in their heart. Like, man, I want to get better at this or that. And they showed up and you're like, man, I can tell. Already just in 3 months. 3 months is a long time to sit on the couch or get to work. And you can tell that all those guys went to work. Trent coming in, man, he's a great dude. Super chill all the time. Hard worker, good dude. And I mean, he's so big, man, it's going to take him long enough to just run around him. So I'm good with that. He's a good player. We definitely got bigger up front.
Two more guys. Doug Martin. How big is that for y'all?
I love Doug besides the fact that he went to Boise. Yeah, but we fight about that literally every day. But Doug being here, Doug is a guy that obviously he's proven in his time in the NFL. He's a Pro Bowl player. He's proven that he works his tail off and all those things. And whenever you get a guy that every single year continues to prove that, you're like, he deserves to be on our team. Like, he should be here. And when we re-signed him, I texted him that moment. I said, bro, let's go. Like, he texted, like, we literally sent texts at the same time because we were both super pumped. He wanted to be here. We all wanted him here, and super fired up that he's still here.
Derek, given how the team did invest in the offensive line and invest in the receiving core, and given that it is year 2 for you in this offense, just how much emphasis do you feel is on you to sort of make this thing go?
I mean, that's literally every year of my life, right? That's quarterback from day one. I mean, I dealt with this in my second year. Like, okay, we got Coop, we got you Crab. All right, here we go. It's like, no duh. That's literally every year. I'll never forget James Jones, one of my favorite people I've ever been around, let alone teammates. Some rookie was saying, man, James, you and Derek got a great connection. Man, you're going to be here. He said, man, we have to prove it every day at practice. We have to prove it every game that we play. We got to prove it every day in the offseason. Man, we don't have anything. And I've just kind of held on to that mindset my whole life. Since he said that my rookie year. Like, man, he's right. Once you think that you're good, man, you're definitely not good, right? And so I just keep that same mindset. And like I said, man, of course, that's for sure. Like, hey, we did this, we did it, now let's win. Well, yeah, man, that's how we all feel, right? I'm getting sick of losing just like you. I honestly, I've woken up at night like we really only won that many games, like kind of upset. So these kind of things wake me up and keep me just motivated and fired up all the time. So I ain't got nothing else to say, but I'm super pumped about the guys that we do have.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.